Okay, so we are recording now. Welcome, everybody. I'm Kate Taylor. I am a personal stylist and image consultant and based out of Boston, but I'm currently in Rome. So if you hear a lot of mopeds driving by, the front door is right there, or loud Italian people talking. It just happens. It's all day, all night. So I am in Rome, and then we have...
Hey guys, I'm Jody. I'm in Iowa, not exotic at all. But it's nice and hot and sunny here. Happy Memorial Day. Hope everyone's having a good day.
Yes, Memorial Day, which they're not obviously observing here, but big holiday back home, and everyone's posting their pictures already on Facebook of their plans for the day, so that's exciting. Let me move this over here so I can see my notes. But so today we are going to go over a couple things that we want to share with you on style and health, and then at the end we are going to talk about our program that the doors are opening for today, and I'm so excited. And we only have 19 spots left.
Yeah.
So people better jump on it. So today I'm going to talk about the 3 items that every successful entrepreneur needs in their wardrobe, how and where to shop for the missing pieces in your closet, and then the exact method that I use to create 5 outfits out of 1 piece. And
Yep.
Jody, what are you talking about today?
I'm going to talk about the one secret to weight loss, or the one simple strategy you must understand to be successful in your weight loss efforts. I'm going to talk about inflammation and how we need to understand what inflammation is, how if you have inflammation, that is what equals difficulty in losing weight. So we're going to talk about 3 things you can do to start overcoming inflammation in your body. And then we're going to talk about anti-inflammatory foods. So top 5 anti-inflammatory foods, so we can kind of counteract the inflammation and start to put in all the things that are going to be beneficial instead.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's get started. Do you want me to go first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the 3 items or looks that every successful entrepreneur needs to have in their wardrobe. First, all 3 of the items, it needs to be something that falls in line with your style, which is what we created on the first Blab. So if you haven't watched the replay of the first Blab, make sure you go back and do that so you can figure out your exact style. And your exact style will fall into 5 words, and that will be your specific style. So these looks need to fall in line with those 5 words, and that's your brand and your personal style. So the first one is an outfit that you're comfortable doing errands in, because let's be real, you're not going to wear a prom dress to the grocery store every single time. We have real lives, we have real things to do, but you're still being seen. So you need to still be aware of where you're going, who you might see, and that you're representing yourself and your brand. So I guarantee the second you walk out of your door and you're like, no one will see me, I'm just going to wear my yoga pants, and then you bump into like your ideal client. So
I have to tell you something. I was at Whole Foods like a few months ago, and somebody grabbed me and was like, you look really familiar. And they had seen me like on Facebook, and she was looking for a health coach, no doubt.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
See, so it does happen. People will bump into you, they'll grab you. And if you're representing your brand properly, then, you know, they're going to follow up with you, and that's a great way to meet them. So some examples of ways that you can still be on your biz lady game is you could do a pair of boyfriend jeans with a cami and a blazer and flats if you're someone who, you know, your brand is in line with something that's very stylish, but also comfortable and approachable. That would be a good way to go about it. If your brand is a little more feminine, maybe a sensitive thing, maybe you're a love coach or something like that. Maybe you want to go for like a maxi dress or a sundress, something that's going to be very easy and comfortable to put on, but it still represents your brand. And maybe if you're a health coach, you could do a Lululemon outfit or some sort of workout outfit, but just make sure it looks put together and that there's not stains or holes or, you know, things that don't represent a clean cut kind of a brand that you're representing. So that's the first one that you can do errands with and be comfortable in, but still represent your brand. The second is a presentation outfit that you could be videoed in or give a talk in to 1,000 people, 100 people, or 10 people, but you're still going to feel at the top of your game. So that could mean a really great fitted dress if you represent fitness or being fit, some sort of healthy lifestyle, and you want to represent your brand with your body. Maybe you're going to do a really fitted dress to your shape. Or if you're someone who that's not really your ideal thing, then maybe you do a really great pair of pants that they don't have to be super tight, but they do need to be tailored for your body and for how it fits you perfectly. So I always recommend that you get a pair of pants that fits the largest part of your body and then tailor it in. So you don't want a wide-legged pant necessarily, but if you need to get a wide-legged pant to fit the widest part of you, and then you can get the tailor to taper it in, that would be good, or make it a straight instead of a wide. You could also do something like a great blazer over the dress if you don't want to have just the dress. If it's a casual type of setting, a casual presentation, maybe a really nice pair of jeans with a blazer, or a really nice pair of jeans or pants with a nice silk top. Something that you feel comfortable in but still represents those 5 words that are your brand. Okay, so that's the second look. So the first was something you can do errands in. The second is something that you can do a presentation in. And the third is an amazing styled outfit that you would feel great about getting photographed in, because your photographs are what people are going to see instantaneously when they go to your website, when they go to your Facebook, when they go anywhere. And that is truly something that needs to represent your brand. So, and it needs to also connect with your ideal clients. So who are the people that you're trying to reach? If I'm a stylist and I want to reach people that, want to have a chic lifestyle, they, want to travel the world, I need to make sure that my photos are representing that. So that's super important to make sure that your 5 words are represented in those outfits for the photo shoot. You might already own this outfit, actually. Like, there's a lot of things that I pulled from my photo shoot that I'm doing next week that I owned already. There was a couple pieces that I already owned, and that's just because I'm already wearing things that are in line with my brand. So you might already own them. Look in your closet and see if there are things that are within those 5 words. And that means the whole outfit. So the accessories, the outfit, the shoes, the hair, the makeup, it should all be done, all put together, all representing your brand. So the last point with that is that the photograph might not be broadcast over your website for years to come, or it might, but it will be around forever. So make sure that you are proud of the photograph, you're proud of the outfit you chose, you're proud of what you did with that, and it was really representing who you are right now. And I think...
Tell us one thing that you bought for your photo shoot.
One thing?
A couple things?
I know, there's so many. I have 7 looks. One of the things, actually, I had stuff I already owned. I did Rent the Runway for some looks, and I bought stuff. So
how did you do Rent the Runway?
They have Rent the Runway Unlimited is something where it's like a monthly fee, and you can get 3 pieces, and you can keep them as long as you want, and then you just return them whenever, and you can get 3 new pieces.
Okay. I didn't know you did that. I thought
it
was just like one-time thing.
Yeah, and I did that so that I could keep them, because you have to, if you just do Rent the Runway, it's like 5 or 8 days, and I wouldn't have been able to get it back in time. So I did the unlimited thing, and I got a really cool gold skirt. So it's like sequin gold and then a black crop top. That's going to be one of the looks. It's like really, really cool. That was Rent the Runway. And then one of the looks that I bought was this awesome high-waisted navy skirt that looks like it would just be A-line. But as soon as it passes, I would say mid-thigh, it has pleats, but every pleat is cut. So it almost like looks like a washing machine type thing. So they all move like every time you walk and spin and whatever.
Cool.
So that I was really excited about that. I got lots of crop tops because I got a lot of high-waisted things. Trying to think. I took photos of everything. Let's see. There's lots of different things. I mean, I went all over too. We went to Nordstrom Rack, TJ Maxx, Bloomingdale's, like you name it, and we went there.
Oh, you should make like a list of everything you found.
Yeah, I definitely could do that.
Put it in your
And then I also, of course, end up looks for our conference. So I had all different kinds. This look actually reminded me of you. I wonder if you can see it if I put this to the, and I got tons of good shoes. Let me see if you can see that.
Oh, white?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. I like everything green, white, cream,
yeah,
black.
Then I got a pink jacket that's got leather piping, and I'm going to wear it with a black kind of like see-through funky lace shirt.
Cool.
Yeah, tons of different things. Tons of things.
Cool, cool. I can hear
so
I hear my husband yelling downstairs. I hope he's okay.
Hopefully he's all right. All right, so those are my 3 points. So do you, I mean, my first point. So do you want to do yours now? Your first point?
Oh my gosh, I'm drinking lemon cayenne juice.
Oh yeah.
I lost we just got home from out of town last night, and I can't find my little liquid organic stevia drop, so I'm just drinking it like with, it's like lemon, pure organic lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and some alkaline water, and it is like strong.
Ooh.
Clearing the pathways for sure. Okay. My eyes are watering.
I wish I could have packed that with me. That would have been amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so my first point, the one secret to weight loss, the one simple strategy you must understand to be successful. And it's simple, and yet there are steps to take, and which everything that I talk about always comes back to this. But in order to be successful in losing weight and inducing weight loss in the body, or really achieving any other type of health goal, you have to address your digestion. So knowing how the digestive system works, not in a super complicated way, but just knowing how the foods that we eat and the foods that we choose and put together in different ways affect our digestion is super, super important if you want to lose weight. So when I say that, what I'm talking about is strategies that will ease your digestive process. So we wanted to be able to rest, to restore function, to be giving you your optimal metabolism at all times. And if you are stuck in your weight loss, then these are things that you must look into. So this has everything to do with the foods that you eat together, food pairings. It has to do with how you time the foods that you eat, and even what foods you eat at certain times of the day. So it's just understanding some of these simple things. It's like the insider tricks to getting your body to burn the fat you want it to burn efficiently, instead of basically being stuck in its metabolic processes. And you know, if you're doing everything right, this is what I hear a lot of times from my clients is, I'm doing everything right and I still can't lose weight. I'm eating really well. I'm eating clean. Maybe it's paleo. Maybe it's vegetarian. Maybe it's just not that much food, and nothing is budging. Then that is a clear sign that you just need to work on your gut health a little bit. So I can talk about, I've talked about this before, but I'll just go really simply into strategies for food pairings, and then a little bit about timing your food. Although this is something that we go into a lot of detail with in the program that we'll talk about later. But if you understand, like, we have three types of foods in the world. We have proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And we have different enzymes that break down these different types of foods in the body for good reason, and they're just all processed differently. But if you can understand that protein from animals is the most difficult to digest, and when you pair that with carbohydrates, meaning whole grains, starchy vegetables. So maybe it's potatoes, maybe it's peas, maybe it's quinoa or rice or bread or pasta or tortillas or chips or whatever. If you put those things together, that's the hardest on the gut of all. So you want to separate the protein from the carbohydrates. Instead, you want to put it with your healthy fats. You want to put it with all the non-starchy vegetables that you like, seeds and nuts, any of that, healthy oils is fine. And then on the flip side, if you're not doing the animal protein, that is where you want to implement your healthy carbohydrates. So you could do, maybe it's the sweet potatoes there, or it's like a veggie burger, or it's a rice and vegetable stir fry. You can still do the healthy fats in this situation as well, but you just want to make sure that those things are separated. And proteins from animals, so proteins are slightly acidic in themselves. So we always want to talk about eating an alkaline diet. So when you eat that kind of protein, your stomach has to have enough of the hydrochloric acid to be able to break it down. And so sometimes people say that they get heartburn or reflux or things like that, and they think that they have too much stomach acid, but really they don't have enough. And you need to have the adequate amounts to be able to properly digest all of the foods that you eat. So separate those two things if you can remember anything at all. If you want to know all the details and all the pairings, we'll go into it. And the other main thing there with food pairings is that fruit is best eaten alone, all by itself. It's a natural sugar. It doesn't mean we can't have it. It just means you shouldn't have fruit as like 30% of your diet. Limit it to 1 to 2 servings if you're trying to lose weight. My best tip is to eat it in the morning alone, or at least just different fruits together. But ideally, it would just be like all berries or like an apple or apple slices. And then remember that melons are the most difficult to digest in the fruit world.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Cantaloupe, honeydew.
Yeah. I really don't like those fruits. Those are my least favorite.
Well, you're in Italy, so do you see like the prosciutto and melon salads, arugula? That's pretty common, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know what they have a lot of actually? They call it rocket salad, which it's not arugula, but it's another one that sounds like that. Like just arugula or something. So I thought it was yesterday. That was the salad I got, and I thought it was arugula because that's what I thought she had said, but I was wrong. It's the lettuce that is very. It's like almost spicy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Arugula.
Like what's that?
Endive?
No, it looked like arugula, but I've never. Maybe it was, but it just was very spicy. I've never had arugula this spicy.
There are greens called rocket greens.
Oh, then maybe that's what it was because it was called rocket salad. Are rocket greens spicy?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's what it was. It was like whoa, but it was.
Wow. Yeah, but I would just like for that example, like if you put prosciutto and melon together, that's really hard to digest, especially because prosciutto is not good for your body at all.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine. They had a vegan bruschetta though that I tried, which was awesome. It was like so cool. They had this vegan, they called it tzatziki, but it was like garlic and different things. And they had a Greek, they said was mayo, but it wasn't at all mayo. It was like more of a mustard. And they had chia seeds on top, and one had sesame seeds. It was really cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was really tasty. Oh,
hey,
hi,
Sarah.
Rome is fabulous. Huh?
I asked her if she's feeling better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, somebody lives in Milan.
That's
cool.
So awesome. I'm in Rome right now, and Jody and I will both be in Florence. When are you flying in? Sunday?
Next weekend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll be there then. Awesome. Okay, so my next point is how and where to shop for the missing pieces in your closet. So now that we have located exactly what your style is, we've cut it down to 5 words, we're clear on what we want in there, we're clear on what we need out, we're learning how to create outfits out of what we have. You're going to start to notice that there's some missing pieces. You're going to start to notice that, maybe you don't have as many tops as you want, or maybe you're missing a great pair of pants, or maybe you'd really love to have a great skirt. You're going to notice that there's missing pieces. And that's great. That's exactly what we want. We want to first maximize what you own, make the most of that, and then we want to take from that and learn the pieces that need to be added in. Okay? So now that we know the pieces that need to be added in, which we go a lot more into detail in the program that we're going to talk about. But if you're looking at your wardrobe now, you might start to say, you know what, I'd really love to have a pair of dark jeans, or I'd really love to have a pair of, I don't know, white jeans, or, something. And actually white pants and white jeans are very big for men this year as well.
Really?
So yeah, very on trend. So maybe you've found a couple things that you would like to add. So the first trick to figuring out exactly where you can find pieces to add to your wardrobe is look at the pieces in your closet that currently light you up. The ones that you really, really love, the ones that you feel so good to put on, you're excited to wear, you're excited when they're clean, you get to wear them, you feel good. Look at where those outfits came from, those pieces came from, and chances are you'll be able to find more things at that location that will fill those holes. For example, say I got this dress at Anthropologie, which I didn't. I got it at a boutique in Boston, but pretend I did. I got it at Anthropologie, and I love it. I get really excited to wear it, but I'm really in the market for a navy skirt. So I'll say, okay, where did I get this? I got this at Anthropologie, and the brand is XYZ. So I might go to Anthropologie and see, like, what else do they have in this brand? And maybe it's nothing, but I know that that store carries clothing that I like. So start to look through there and see exactly what they have that might fill those holes. That's the first thing that you can do. The second thing is, like I just mentioned with the brand, you can look at the tag, see what the brand is, and then you can go to places like Pinterest or Google and just search that brand and see what else they have. The stores that you're shopping at don't necessarily carry that brand's full line. They will go to buying shows and they will pick and select which pieces they think will work in their stores, but they're not carrying the full line. So you can go online and check out that brand's full line, see what they have, and either order it offline to get pieces that you really like that might fill those holes, or chances are they'll have a store locator on there where you can type in your zip code and see what stores are close to you that carry that brand that you like. So
and you can follow them on Instagram.
Oh yeah, you can follow them on Instagram. You can see if the stores are on Instagram as well. You can see them posting those pieces. Definitely a good way to find things that really fill those holes and things that you like. So those are 2 little quick tips and tricks that you can find pieces that you like.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, have you heard of Shop It To Me?
Uh-huh.
I just started getting their emails, and it's so convenient because like you put in all the brands you like, you put your size in, and then they like send you an email almost, I think it's like every day. This is on sale from here, here, and here. And so they just pull it, and I like browse it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, they're creating more and more things like that too. They're starting to do ones that you can get on your phone that will send you pop notifications. So like, this went on flash sale, buy now, and you like race on there.
You're shopping constantly. That's nice.
Exactly.
I had to delete some of my apps because I had like all these shopping apps running all the time. And when I would be on the treadmill, I would just be like scrolling.
I have
to get out of the habit.
I have a full I don't know if I can find it right now. I have a full folder of just shopping things.
You do?
Yeah. It's crazy. Anyway, okay, those are my 2. I mean,
okay.
That was my second one.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to talking about how inflammation equals difficulty in losing weight. So inflammation in the body shows up as symptoms. So your inflammation could be inability to lose weight. It could be having headaches. It could be stomach problems, digestive problems. So inflammation basically means that, so our immune system is 60 to 80% located in our gut. So that tells you anything. When something isn't working right, it's always coming back to this area. And so if your body, your immune system overreacts or shows a response, shows a sign of inflammation when you eat something, that just means that your immune system is over or underreacting in a way that it shouldn't. It should be able to handle when you eat whole, good for you foods. I'm not talking about it should be able to handle if you eat crap all day long, but if you are feeding it well and you're still getting inflammatory signs, there's always things you could tweak for sure. But it always comes back to the food. And so the first things you want to identify when you want to cut inflammation is what things could you be eating right now, even if they are what you think whole foods or pretty good foods that could be causing you to have these issues. And so when we look at like the major sources in the diet today, especially in the US, we know that the first thing is dairy. Dairy is so inflammatory to our bodies, and there's a couple, there's lots of reasons, but you know, a lot of it has to do with how it is raised, prepared, sourced. The antibiotics that the animals get treated with is one reason. Another reason is that humans don't need that much of that type of food. We don't even have enough of the enzyme after we get to be 30 or so years old. Oh, your wife is getting off dairy and feeling much better. Most people, that's great. Most people notice in days, you will notice a difference. And especially if you're somebody that has a lot of sinus or mucus or skin issues, those things for sure, you want to try cutting dairy and see how it works for you. Mm-hmm. So that's not to say that you can't have like a pure source of whey protein, but it's actually the casein protein molecule that causes the problem. So, and this is, I'm going to jump to the next one and explain why both of these make sense. The second one is gluten. So gluten is found in wheat, barley, rye, also spelt and kamut are two alternative grains that are very genetically similar to the wheat composition. So the gluten proteins and the casein from dairy proteins are the ones that cause a lot of gut irritation. And so we talk about leaky gut a lot around here when people are having health concerns or digestive problems. And what leaky gut is when that single cell lining that separates the inside of your digestive system to your whole bloodstream that takes everything around you, takes all of the nutrients around to your whole body and is supposed to help to fuel the cells. When that little junction gets too big, things that aren't supposed to pass through there. Things like this casein and the gluten proteins. Then the body can't tell always, is this something that shouldn't be in the blood, or is this something that it sees it as a foreign invader, and so the immune system responds, and it's always on this like high alert, high stress like effect, and then the body starts to attack itself. And so when we know that these specific proteins cause this gut irritation and this gap to widen when toxins can then seep through, then that causes a lot of problems. So the first thing you want to do is stop eating anything that is going to be irritating or causing harm to the gut lining. And so that would include dairy, and that would include gluten and wheat. So, and of course you need to know, like you're saying, you have pasta in Italy, but I'm pretty sure you probably don't have as many genetically modified foods as we do in the US, and so that's a good thing to know as well. So that's my third tip, is avoid all genetically modified foods, because GMO stands for genetically modified organisms, and I do not want any kind of organism in my body that has not been tested or known what it does to mankind. You know, it's just like science messing around with our food. We need to eat things that are real.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is, sorry, I want to go back on what he was saying, They've lived there since 1992. I'm also a makeup artist, so that's awesome. Yes, I am visiting Rome. Jody and I will be visiting Florence very soon. And yeah, so one of the things about pasta that I forgot to mention to you, Jody, about being here at the place we went, was it last night? No, that was the vegan place. The place we went to 2 nights ago, the pasta actually, I couldn't have it because it was made, it was egg pasta. So
okay.
we have a lot of egg pasta as well that I was noticing. And so I didn't have it at all, obviously, because I can't have eggs right now. But I think they don't just do, you know, carb type pasta necessarily. It's more both.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to just know the ingredients.
Yeah, exactly. And luckily they had it on there. It was like, you know, egg noodles and stuff like that. So that was cool. Awesome. Okay. So my last point is I wanted to talk about how you can really maximize your wardrobe. And so I just wanted to explain how I use this one method to create, I mean, I can create more than this, but this one piece, I created 5 outfits out of one piece. Vegan is so hard to find, but they are starting to change here in Milan. We are working on an app for a client of ours regarding vegan restaurants. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Is there an app for like heavy vegetable restaurants in Florence?
Yeah, vegan or vegetarian restaurants in Florence. That would be exciting.
I mean, I'm not vegan, but I mean, I just am going to look for the vegetables.
I know. Well, my thing is right now with my limited diet, I wanted to eat vegan stuff just because I don't know exactly what's going into everything. No, we live in America, but we're visiting Italy.
That'd be cool. We lived in Italy. Woohoo!
We're gonna have a second home here.
I'm gonna come to Milan.
Yeah, I know.
Talk
Okay,
about
so this
fashion.
is the exact method that I use to create 5 outfits out of one piece. And today I'm just talking about a button-down chambray shirt. So this one is just one I brought. So it's got a little, you see the dots, Jody?
Yep, like polka dots.
Yeah. So this one's got a little more of a design to it because there's dots in the actual piece. But when I was talking about this, I was just thinking basic chambray, and then I realized I didn't bring my basic chambray with me. So you're gonna have to go with the dots. So I'm talking about this one today, but I want you to think of ways that you can do this with multiple things in your wardrobe. So for a button-down chambray, for example, I could wear it casually, buttoned up with a pair of colored jeans. Be super cute, a great mix of color, and I could do a fun necklace, call it a day. I could also wear it buttoned up, but then do a pullover sweater on top of it. So all you saw was the collar sticking out, and then a chunky necklace on the outside of that. So you just see the collar. A third way is if I decided to wear a skirt, I could have it buttoned and tuck it into the skirt. So it's a cute little way to have a mix and match of fabrics and, you know, different textures. For example, if I did this polka dot one, maybe I did it with a striped skirt. It'd be really cute and funky.
Could you do it like a long skirt?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is with skirts is you just have to make sure that it's thick enough, the fabric is thick enough to where you won't see the tucked in pieces. So with a long skirt, it's probably, you're thinking like a maxi, like a cotton or a chiffon. Something like that, you might see the actual shirt. So just make sure, like try it on first and make sure you don't see the tucked in pieces.
Okay.
That makes sense. Another way you could do it is you could leave it unbuttoned and wear a spaghetti strap or a sleeveless shirt underneath with shorts. I like doing that, like a pair of colored shorts and maybe a bright pink cami, and then this on top just as something to keep me cool. I mean, keep me warm when it gets cool. And then the 5th way is I have a maxi dress on today, so I'll show you guys the 5th way, would be to wear it just buttoned, I mean not buttoned, just unbuttoned. And you can tie it so that you can stay warm and still wear a maxi dress. So like I've been wearing this dress for a bop around the city today, but if I wanted to keep it on, I could add this to my look for tonight just to stay warm, but still have it. No, I mean, it gets kind of cool at night. So just something like.
I love your necklace.
Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh, where's that from?
Anthropology.
Cool. Maybe I will borrow
so
that.
Yeah, you can borrow it. So that's 5 different ways that I use just a chambray button down. But that's not to say that that's the only thing you can do that with. There's multiple different things in your wardrobe that you can wear different ways. If you have a pair of black pants, obviously there's a ton of things you can do with it, but don't get stopped at solids. Like you can do multiple things with printed tops. You can do multiple things with printed like scarves, with printed pants, a lot of different things like that. So don't get stuck on thinking you can only do one thing. Try different pieces with pieces you love. So if you love your black pants, try a different top with it and just find different ways that you can wear the same piece you love in at least 5 different ways.
Mm-hmm. That's good homework.
Yes, that's homework. You can do it with so many different things. I mean, and you just try it out and see if you like it. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if you do, then now you just created another outfit. It's so funny when people say I only have like 5 outfits, and then I come in and I take that's probably 2 pieces each, right? So that's 10 pieces, and I'll create like 100 outfits out of that. I'm like, thought you only had 5. So you can do so many things. You don't have to
know how to do it.
Exactly. So that's why I'm giving you the tips and tricks. And in the program, you get me one-on-one doing that.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last tip is talking about anti-inflammatory foods that can boost your weight loss outcome. So we know that inflammation is going to inhibit your outcome for your health, for your weight loss, for feeling better. Then we need to know what foods are really anti-inflammatory. And I was talking about this last week too, but has anyone heard of the ORAC capacity of food? It's talking about like the oxygen reduction capacity. So we know that we need to have oxygenated cells. We know that disease can only start in an acidic environment, and that foods that come from plants are highly oxygenated because they go through photosynthesis, right? And so we need to consume foods that have that is naturally occurring, grown from the earth, and we want to be able to get our cells to have high levels of oxygen versus lacking, because what happens when our cells are supposed to use oxygen for
Can you guys still hear me? I wonder if she froze. I was worried I froze. Oh, okay. So that was her. She'll call right back in. Oh, okay, good. I was worried I froze because I'm the one with spotty internet in Rome. But it looks like it was her, but she'll call right back in. She just popped back in and she'll call. Here we go. You back?
Kate, are you coming back? I'm talking about things like goji berries, like acai berries, noni berries, mangosteen berries. These that come from rich soils around the world that are grown in the proper climate and environment so that they have the maximum nutrient density is the things that we want to look for. So when I say acai berry, that doesn't mean, or goji berry, to go get dried fruit, in a bag in the store. It's about getting the purest form, and those can be fine depending on the sources, but then you're looking at dehydrated or dried fruits, which means it's a higher sugar content. So it'd be better to have, people are crazy for goji berries. Yeah, they are amazing, and there are tons and tons of benefits to goji berries. They're actually called they're called a couple different things. The happy berry, but they're very much known for increasing longevity and really good liver support as well. Great for fertility, long-term health benefits, which are grown in China. And so every day I drink an ounce of 30,000 pure milligrams of goji and acai and noni. And mangosteen I don't do all the time. It's more anti-inflammatory, and I use it when the allergies are bad around here, and it really works. But I do those other ones every single day in their very purest form. And so I know how these berries are processed. And when you get the pure juice, it's like flooding your cells with this oxygen and nutrition that they crave and they really need to have and sustain your health. So that's the first one, is really finding these pure forms of these really high density berries that are grown from various places around the world. So the sourcing of food always matters. And secondly, obviously oxygen from photosynthesis is coming how they are grown in China. I think it just matters, like, if you know the manufacturer. I get all of my juices from Genesis Pure, and I know the process they use. They even what is it called? Harvest the fruit at night so that the sunlight doesn't affect it, and they bring it back in covered trucks, and then the weight of the berry on itself is how the juice is produced. It's actually not like a forced press or anything like that, and there's no heat, so it's not damaging the live enzymes. But yeah, look for something like that. They're very valuable.
I wonder if you could.
So the second thing would be green, dark leafy green foods, and our vegetables, but especially leafy greens, because they contain high amounts of chlorophyll. And so chlorophyll has really, really high antioxidant value and high oxygen capacity. So that would mean all of your specialty greens, not just romaine lettuce, but kale and mustard greens, dandelion greens, arugula, Swiss chard, and rainbow chard, all of those good ones. As many times a day as you can get these in your diet, you will be better off. And then I use a green powder supplement in my smoothie because you can get so many different varieties of things that way that it's like a very condensed hit of high oxygen capacity. We have a house in the country, so we're lucky to access farmers with amazing vegetables. That's great. Yeah, living off the land. Perfect. And then the next one would be to find sprouted varieties of your seeds or your grains. So when you have the food sprouted, for example, like quinoa is sort of a seed, sort of a grain, but if you have it sprouted, it actually changes. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, Kate's coming back. I'll give her a second.
You guys see me? Can you hear me and see me? Yes.
Where'd you go?
I was here the whole time.
No way.
Yeah, I think it was just off, and then it finally kicked me. But I think I was here the whole time.
Did you hear us talking?
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard everything.
okay.
You're on Sprouted. I'm with you.
Hold on. What's going on here?
Oh.
That's weird. I couldn't see you at all.
Can you see and hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to Blab in beta.
Right. So yeah, I was talking about sprouted.
Yep.
Sprouted grains or sprouted seeds. It changes basically the enzymes that the body needs to use to digest them. Makes it much easier. So again, we're going back to digestion. You can buy these things already sprouted in the store. I get them. I mean, you can get lentils already sprouted and everything. Or you can do it yourself. Like, it's very simple. You like basically put water in a jar and turn them upside down, and then they start sprouting. But you have to be careful so that you don't get mold and things like that. So
I've realized how easy it is for us to go to Whole Foods and find this stuff. Like, they just don't have sprouted grains. I mean, maybe there's markets that I haven't found yet, but the grocers we've been to, it's like very little of that kind of stuff, if at all. I didn't find any. I mean, like I showed you, I found the oats and the oat milk, but that was the extent of that kind of a ball game.
Wow.
So we do
I might be.
Periscope as well.
Oh yeah. Yep. Periscope too. Um, So sprouted seeds, sprouted grains, chlorophyll dense foods from your grains, from your vegetables, basically you need to be eating more plants, people. And then my other main high anti-inflammatory food is chia. But my specific recommendation is Mila, because again, Mila, if you look at it, it looks like a little almond meal, an almond powder. So it's extracted from the seed. So many people are buying these chia seeds in the grocery stores and nothing is happening in your body from them. They basically are being passed right through the gut and non-digested, and you're just wasting a lot of money. So you need to have the goodness that's in the seed, but you're not literally going to chew apart these tiny, tiny little seeds. So you're missing out on the whole purpose of eating them, which there are many, many purposes for consuming chia. One of them is it absorbs like 100 times its weight in toxins and acids in your body. So we know like chia, it swells. And when it first came out, everyone was like, oh, chia makes you feel fuller, longer. It helps you lose weight, which it can. When this happens, you put liquid with it, it gels and it swells. And that is good. It's grabbing these toxins. It's grabbing these acids. So now we're more alkaline. And then think about this. Your digestive system is they're muscles. So we know there's this peristaltic movement that when you're moving food through the body, it has to contract and relax and contract and push things through efficiently. And so when you have problems there, you need to restore function, just like if you're training your arms or biceps or something, it's like training your gut to have the right amount of muscle strength. So chia helps with that because it's very easy. It's not harsh. And it's high in omega-3s, it's high in protein and fiber. So it's a really good plant-based, all-around good nutrition source, something I eat every day. And I get this Mila too from Genesis Pure. I just love their products. I am obsessed. And like now we know, we travel with them because a lot of times I honestly think these foods and superfoods contain the nutrients that I need. And I bet I get probably more than 50% of the good things I need just from those products that I use, along with my very heavily plant-based diet, even though I do eat protein as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the specialty berries, goji, acai, blueberries, noni berries, sprouted seeds, sprouted grains, dense, dark, leafy greens, high chlorophyll content foods, and Mila. Those are things you need in your life.
I love all of those things.
And quinoa, yeah, quinoa is good for you. It has all of the essential amino acids, so it's a complete protein on its own. So that's a really great meal to mix with all the vegetables from your garden. Throw some avocado on it.
Mmm.
Yum.
Yum. I can't have quinoa right now.
Soon enough, Kate.
Soon enough. Awesome. Okay, so I know I'm hungry too. Awesome. Okay, so now exciting news. Okay, first of all, if you haven't been following us before this, I'm going to put in the link right here so you can enter in your email address for our Blab series. So you'll get the link for next week. We have one more of this series. It's going to be next week. We haven't solidified the day and time yet. We had talked about Sunday, but I'm not sure if that's going to work because I have a photo shoot and we have a soiree to attend. So as long as you are signed up for this, if you got this link through one of our emails, that means you're signed up. If you did not, you're going to want to make sure to sign up at this link, bit.ly/thirdblab. You're going to want to go there and enter in your email address so that you get the information for next week's Blab. And we will update you as to when that will be pretty soon. We'll figure it out here very soon. We're just with Italian time and our American followers.
I mean, we can just do it Sunday in Italy at the time that we're awake and can do it, and then it can just be recorded for US.
That's true. Yeah. So we'll figure it out. We'll send you guys the info. You'll have that for sure. And then the biggest news ever is that our program that we have been working so hard on for months now, we are finally opening the doors today. And we are only accepting 20 people into the program. It's a 10-week program where you get to work with both Jody and I for 10 weeks, one-on-one. There is a group aspect in the sense that there will be a Facebook group that you can be a part of, and the 20 people can kind of bond with each other. Jody and I will also be in the Facebook group to answer questions a couple times a week, but everyone in the program will be working with. What's that?
Can't see you.
Oh, really? Should I reset it? Can you guys see you? Oh, Nikki said she can see me. Might be you, Job. I can reset it though. Can you see me now or no?
No.
Refresh? All right, hang on.
Oh, my husband's got to go to bike ride. Have fun.
All right, let me just refresh it. I'm going to restart real quick. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. And we're back. Is that better? Better? Better, better, better?
Same.
Same?
I don't see you. Can you guys see her? Whoever's
Casa,
on here, can you see Kate?
Casa says better. Nikki can see me. Casa can see me.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
No, I can't see anything. It says poor internet signal on my end.
Huh. I wonder if that's you, though. Might be me. Try to reset yours. Log out and log back in. No, she can't hear me. Can you guys still see me? Jody, log out.
Log out?
Yeah, log out and log in. Okay, I can see you.
Okay.
Can you see me now?
I still can't see you, but you want to just keep going? Everyone else can. It's weird. Like I can see like movement behind your picture, but nothing else. There's a red bar across it.
That's weird. Huh. All right, well, I'm going to keep going because they can see me. So anyway, 10-week program, and you get to work with us one-on-one. Jody's going to help you lose 10 pounds at least, the 10 pounds you've been wanting to lose. I'm going to work with you on your style. You're going to get to work with us one-on-one. Like I said, there's going to be a Facebook group. There's going to be an orientation where we help you purge. There's going to be a put it all together at the end. There's just purge. There's so much stuff going on, but the best part about it is that we have put this at a cost where it is less than the cost of working with just one of us one-on-one. So you get both of us for 10 weeks for less than the cost of what it would be to work with one of us.
Should I show the sales page?
Oh, yeah. Yes. So I'm going to put the link in there. Jody's going to show it up there. It's called 10 Weeks to the Perfect 10.
We put it on here. Isn't that a small picture? And then, I don't know, you probably can't all see all that, but then you can hear our stories.
Yep.
Kate's going to talk about style. It's kind of backwards to read. We'll talk about food. We're going to talk about eating an alkaline diet. We talk about sugar. We talk about cleansing, detoxing, recipes, Food combinations, like I said, in very specific details. Timing your food for ultimate weight loss, how to be healthy on the go, how to use exercise to your benefit and advantage. Again, there's the science to this, you guys, like knowing how food works and knowing how exercise works. There are things that you can do that maybe are really simple that make a big difference. And that's what it is too. You're going to get some one-on-one sessions with each of us, and it's kind of figuring out what strategy is going to work the best with what you're doing now to get you to where you want to be.
And that's why we're only taking 20 people on the program, because we really want to give that one-on-one attention, and we want to make sure that it's personalized for you. So you personally are going to get the weight loss training and the health training, and you're personally going to get the styling by me. And you'll get to read about it in that sales page. There's a lot of information there, but just to give you an idea, I've been working with Jody myself, and in 6 weeks, I lost 11.5 pounds just by, she gave me a very personalized routine and what works for my body, and 11.5 pounds. I mean, it just dropped off. Like it wasn't a struggle. It wasn't hard. I didn't feel like I was depriving myself. In fact, I felt less hungry than I've felt in a long time. And I'm someone who, I thought I was doing everything right. I thought that I was, eating all the right things and working out, and I was gaining weight. Like I was putting weight on, and I was so frustrated and so annoyed. And I never would have a meal. Well, maybe not ever, but I would never have a day where at least one meal didn't make me feel bloated or sick or painful. And it was so frustrating. And for those 6 weeks, that didn't happen once. It's been a little off for me here in Italy because I'm trying to find my bearings with what's going on here, but I still am very set up for success. I mean, I've got all of my supplements, and I know what I need to avoid while I'm here. And I have Jody to help me along the way. So it definitely works. And I haven't put on any weight since I've been here. So that's been great as well. It just really, I just can't believe in 6 weeks I lost 11.5 pounds. Like that just blows my mind. And I know that it's just going to keep going. Like there's just, no reason that it wouldn't. So.
And we have a good reset strategy after you get home.
Yes. And we have a good reset. So things like, trying wine here and different pastas and things like that. We had kind of talked about it before, so I know how to do it while I'm here. And then when I get back, I can reset and get things back in order. And I worked with Jody too. I don't know if you want to talk about that, about your styling stuff.
Yeah. And so actually I had a photo shoot in LA in March, and I didn't have a clue about what a photo shoot really was or like what I needed. I mean, I talked to the photographer about my image and stuff. And so we had a, conversation about a general outline for the things that I would wear. But I honestly was just so overwhelmed with like getting my business on, track to be ready to go out of town. And I don't think I even bought one thing here. I didn't buy one thing here before I left. And I was just praying and hoping that everything that I threw in my suitcase would work out. And I mean, I didn't have a steamer. I was just like going to the hotel. And so Kate helped me, and she paired all my outfits, and she knows my style. She knows my brand. And so she put it all together, and I had these things and I thought I had nothing, but really I did. Like she said, she can make so many different outfits out of what you have. So you're like, wow, I never really realized the full capacity of the things that I bought. And now I'm much more educated about the things that I need. Like she said, those gaps in your wardrobe. I have a list. I know the things that I'm looking for, and I'm really like not going to go just buy something for the sake of buying it now, because I want it to be like the thing that fits and makes sense. It makes me feel good and goes along with all these other things that I have. So it's been really cool. And she's done some virtual styling for me as well. So just via things, pretty cool tools like this, that she's able to see me and like mix and match my shoes, my accessories, stuff that I have literally, I don't know how many things are in my closet with tags on. Many, but now I can wear them.
Yeah. Now you can wear all of them. And the ones that
combo.
Yeah. Perfect combo. There's just so many times that people want to work with me and they say, oh, I want to lose weight first. And then Jody works with people that lose weight, and it's like, well, now what do I wear? Like, what do I, can I still wear the stuff that I had before? Do I have to get a whole new wardrobe? And, I want to help those people to not get a whole new wardrobe. So definitely check out that link, bit.ly/10 weeks to 10. And if you're on our email list, you are going to get the link in any of the thank you email that's going to come out with the replay. You'll get the link, will be in there as well for the sales page. The program will start on June 20th, but the doors will close on June 13th. So make sure that you sign up. You have 2 weeks to sign up from today to be one of those 20. And like I said, we already have one person in there, so there's only 19 slots left, and we have a feeling they're probably going to go quick. So make sure to grab your spot. You can sign up right on the sales page. There's 2 options. You can either pay in full, or there's a payment plan, a 2-payment payment plan, and you just click there and follow through, and then you're good to go.
And there's the bonus right now is an extra private session with each of us.
Yes.
For early bird.
Yeah, early bird, you get an extra session with us. So yeah, definitely tell your wife. If you have friends or family that you think have been struggling with their weight, they really want to lose some weight, they'd love to get styled, this is an amazing way to get to work with both of us. And like I said, if you were to sign up with me, you would be paying more than the cost of this program. Same with Jody. So to get both of us for less than that, it's an amazing deal. And so
we'll have like the most fun summer ever.
Yeah.
Being in shape, getting styled. So I know summer can be a time where people are like, oh, I just kind of wish I was in a little better shape, or, you're outside a lot and you're going to all these events because there's so many, at least where we live, when the weather is more conducive to, things to do outside, or just people don't want to stay inside as much. So it's like, you've got these things to do, you've got these places to go, and what are you going to wear that makes you feel good and you are feeling good from the inside out?
Exactly. So you'll have the best summer ever. You'll feel good. You'll look good. It's going to be great. It's all virtual, so you can be anywhere in the world, and we'll be able to see you and work with you. Nothing holding us back. It's going to be wonderful. And we are just testimony. We didn't expect to be testimonies of each other, but we are testimonials of each other. So we know that it works from my personal experience and Jody's personal experience. And if you have any questions, definitely shoot us an email. Let us know. But do not delay, especially this week. You want to get in for the early bird. Make sure that you get that extra session with us. It's really going to be a game changer in the beginning. And absolutely make sure you sign up before the 13th.
I just typed my email in there if anyone wants to type in, or if you have questions, or if you want to do a consult on the phone, we're happy to do that too, to see if it's a good fit.
Absolutely. We can do, Jody and I both have calendars where we can slot you in for a 30-minute chat, and we can just make sure this is a good fit for you. But definitely check out that sales page too. We put a lot of info on there that should answer questions. And if it doesn't, we'd be happy to chat with anybody.
Of course. And then watch for
how excited we are.
Watch for our next one in Italy. I'm going to be talking all this week about how to travel healthy, doing as best you can with what you have. So stay tuned. Follow me on Periscope for that. It's just at my name.
And then I'm going to be talking about the top 3 tricks to complete your look from head to toe on the next Blab. And like I said, we'll be sending out an email so that you guys can watch that very last Blab. That'll be the 4th and last Blab of the series, and that will complete the series and really kind of leave you a week left to sign up for the program, and then we'll be good to go.
Mm-hmm. Ready to roll.
Ready to roll. Can I come in for a second? I don't know what that means.
I don't either. He's already in.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to end the recording, and if you guys have any questions, please email us. Check out that sales page, like I said, and make sure that you get your spot and you get to work with us.
Oh, you want to get this second Blab?
Second Blab. Nikki, are you on the email list? Did you get today's link through an email? Okay. So sign up for that at this bit.ly/third Blab.
What about that main one?
What's that?
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
So Nikki, click there, enter in your name and email, and you will get today's replay, and it'll have the first 2 replays on there as well. And you'll also get the link for the sales page on there.
All set.
Yay! Awesome, guys. Okay, well, I'm going to end the recording, and definitely hop on this. We're so excited to start working with you. As soon as you sign up, we get to start the process. We get to start everything, the ball rolling. You don't have to wait. We'll start the orientation piece, and you get in there and really start the cleansing process going with your body, start the cleansing process going with your wardrobe, and we'll start off with a bang. You'll get to have the summer of your dreams and the body and look of your dreams. Thanks, Nikki. All
Bye,
right,
Nikki.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. See you soon.